So, welcome back to another game, and who do we have is the real question we want to know straight away. We do have Pikachu 25 playing as the Hunt, and if you haven't seen Pikachu play yet, obviously you really haven't been looking at recorded games much often, because he's kind of bursted onto the scene recently and just been playing with some of the best players that we have, and this game should prove it actually. And in the green, also playing as the Huns, we have a Viper. The thing about this game is it is going to be on island, so we are up for another big water game. So let's have a quick look at the map, because of course on these kind of maps you can see things that really give the game to one person. So, just having a look, we've got Viper's Berries over here, Boar over here, small amounts of wood, main gold over here by the looks of it. It's not in the worst position in the world. It shouldn't be hit directly from the shoreline from any ships for a while, which is good. Same goes for the stone. Lots of forest, so he should be okay with that. And he's got another gold and another stone over here, so that's pretty good for him. He's looking pretty good. His map's nice. Only thing's going to be along the backwoods here. He will be able to be sniped from the shore eventually. And he's got one relic. 2 relics, I believe, and here we go, luring that boar in with the scout, of course, because you may as well, because there's not exactly a lot to scout and a lot you're going to lose it to on islands, so good from him, and it looks like we're actually going to see perfect lure. Very well done by him. So there we go, that's pretty much it for a Viper's Island. Moving over to a Pikachu, what do we got? The first boar is in. He has his main golden stone in here as well as one here. This one will be able to be sniped from the shore eventually. This one over here is in quite a nice place actually. It's quite in the middle of this area here, so it should be alright. Same goes for the stone. This gold over here, probably once we get up to like Bodkin Arrow, maybe a little bit of danger. Over here, this one's going to be able to be sniped, possibly again. Stone over here should be safe. The berries are in a shocking position. Actually, galleys will be able to kill them off. He might even just avoid them completely. So that goes for the islands for both players now at any rate. And if we actually check, there's actually a little bit of gold over here, which is nice, you know. Actually, let's just check the map. It is islands. Yes, we are on islands. Just thought I would check, because every now and then you get a few different things. So the dock is up for both players now. It looks like we're seeing a fairly forward dock for both players now, and looks like we're trying to get some deer lured in here. This is going to be a good effort. They are pretty far away, but as we've seen, if you haven't seen Pikachu play yet, he's extremely consistent with his play, and he's been playing quite well pretty much recently. By the way, I should probably say as well, we've got Brew and Stark both spectating. Looking on Vipers right now, still going for quite a bit of food, getting those fishing chips out, because he can't rely on them completely yet. Going to need a few more before he can just put all his villagers onto wood and gold. Probably going to ignore the berry bushes for a while as well. Here we go, more villagers getting sent over to a wood, and slowly getting there as the fishing ships come out, because as we do know, fishing ships do gather food extremely quickly from deep sea fish, or just any type of fish that's not shore fish. So there we go. Continuing to watch over here, it looks like we're going to see, yes, there we go, a Viper going for an 8-minute up on 26 population. Pikachu on 28 population, and going to advance yet? No, looks like he wants to go for one more, so probably going to be about a 30 pop advance, considering they're going to be able to keep getting out fishing ships. And here we go, all those villagers of course getting sent over to wood, because soon the war galley production will be forced to start, because on these kinds of map, if you forget to build war galleys, you're pretty much gone, unless you're going for some kind of big castle push, which we have seen before. I have cast against where opponents have landed completely onto their opponent without building any galleys, and monk rushed or knight rushed or anything like that. In fact, there was even an entire segment we did for Wacky Wednesday where you weren't allowed to build galleys, and that gave us some pretty good one. We saw cavalry archer rushes, siege rushes, things like that. It was very smart play. And Viper being up already, which means he's going to definitely have the galley advantage over Pikachu right now. So we'll swap over to him, and 3 docks from Viper, 3 docks from Pikachu as well, and this will probably be decided on the water, honestly. So we're in for another water game, unless we see some massive drop play or anything along that. I don't think we should be expecting anything. The islands are quite big though, so even Pikachu, he could drop over here. However, Viper constantly scouting. Same goes for Pikachu. Whereas Viper could drop over here, put some stables down here. It's going to be an interesting one. And it looks like the galleys are off because they both have no idea where each other is yet. And naturally the actual expectation would be for him to be right here, but in reality is a bit down here. So going to be an interesting game for them, because, well, their islands are big, so it's not like exactly you can miss them. Viper actually, did he find it? Didn't find the island. Looks like he's regrouping down here because he's expecting the push to come in from Pikachu, but Pikachu just chilling out here expecting the push to come from Viper, so that's quite an interesting one there. 4 docks now for Viper, and 4 docks for Pikachu. We're going to see a 5th, doesn't look like it yet. Blacksmith is going down, so fletching will be on the way quite soon. Pikachu, are you going for Blacksmith as well? Can't see it yet. The mill is being created though, so we will be going for that. Mill is going up for Viper as well. And no Blacksmith yet, actually. So we could actually see Viper take a big tech advantage here. Fletching, 70%. There we go, Blacksmith is finally going up for Pikachu, but if Viper can exploit this now that he has that fletching advantage, he's going to be able to really do a lot of damage, actually. Looks like we do see Pikachu moving out now because there hasn't been any attack that's come in, so here we go from Viper. Scouting the island, looks like he's found his opponent now. And he's just looking for those docks. Alright, he's spotted one, which means he should be on the main area now. Pikachu having a lot of galleys out with this. He should be able to deal with this one. However, a great split there from Viper. Even better splits now. And microing quite well, actually. Going to be able to take out this galley here if he's not careful. Nearly losing it. That fletching, of course, giving him that extra range, which is also important in water battles. Extra range, extra damage, everything counts, because, of course, you are using the same unit. And the micro, of course, is really, really necessary. If you can't micro your galleys well, you're going to be in a lot of trouble when it comes down to it. Lots of galleys actually up for Viper right now, continuing to build up that force, and it looks like he's going to keep them there. Fishing ships over here, though, could potentially be in trouble if Viper manages to get around here. It looks like Pikachu has not seen this coming. Probably going to lose 2, maybe a 3rd, 3, 4th, nearly. And getting out of there before he loses any galleys. Extremely smart play by Viper this game so far. Are we seeing the market? Market is going down, so he's going to be going up to the Castle Age quite soon. He nearly has the resources to be able to do it. Just needs a bit more food, but he does have those farms up as well as those berries. Plus, he's getting in the market, so he's going to be able to trade for those resources if he wants them. Still, lots and lots of galleys out here for Viper. Going to be able to push off this attack coming in from Pikachu. Pikachu's already on his way up to Castle Age, though. He's halfway there already. This could be bad for Viper if he doesn't get back in here. He's going to have to kill off as many galleys as he can before the Galleon and Bodkin kick in. Because like we know, once you hit War Galley, your opponent's most likely going to retreat unless they have a much higher number. Because of course you want to be fighting on a fair scale. And here we go. Pushing out. Come on. Let's see how this goes. Alright, Pikachu advancing. Viper's on his way up, as we know. Halfway there. He just needs to hold out for a little bit until he can get that Galleon and Bodkin Arrow upgrade done. Once he's got that, he's going to be able to re-engage and hopefully use some of that micro that we know he has to his advantage. Over here, however, these fishing ships are going to be in a lot of trouble. And oh, you can't even get some demo or fire ships out to deal with this when they're close to the dock. Saying that though, if you could get a demo ship now, it'd actually be amazing. And here we go, here come the galleys. Forced to engage here though, so Pikachu forcing a good engagement here. However, hitting that Castle Age for him means we will see War Galley on its way, which means he just needs to hold out until that upgrade's done as well with Bodkin. If he can just keep his fishing ships from being killed until then, he's going to be okay. Hopefully. I'm actually going to keep that right there. And more ships coming out. It looks like right now, though, Pikachu's in trouble. It's so hard to tell as well. Trying to cut them off. So close. Anyway, let's see. Is there a university down for either player? No. No university yet, which means we have no ballistics, which is kind of good. Losing another ship there. Playing it smart. And of course, Pikachu are redoing his forces down over here, while Viper is completing his as well. And there's a university for Viper. Going to be going for that ballistics. University for you. No, another town center. 2 town centers up for Pikachu. And no university. Viper. So you got that second one up. University. Yes, looks like he's going for another town center as well. Playing extremely smart here. Getting that university up. Because as soon as you get ballistics, it allows you to do so much more damage to your opponent. Their micro doesn't matter as much anymore. And you can just kind of let them go while working on your economy. It just makes it so much harder to micro. Down here, lots of war galleys actually ready to help defend. That's the plan from Viper. He's going to have to reinforce before he attacks here. He could be in a lot of trouble potentially. Also, that ballistics research is going to be really important. Probably not going to want to engage either until he gets it, because once he gets that, like I said, it doesn't so much matter. They don't really miss moving targets so much, so there's less to worry about when your opponent micros. Which is really one of the main things that separates players in the feudal age in water fighting. It's the way they micro, splitting, runners, things like that. They just give such a big difference. And as you can tell, I don't exactly have a lot to say right now because, well, there isn't a lot going on apart from the economies are naturally being boomed along with this. University is still none for Pikachu, which is really interesting actually. Whether or not he's going for some kind of fast Imperial or something like that, because we do know ballistics does cost quite a bit of resources, so if he goes for a fast Imperial, ballistics of course not going to be really able to get that, but of course he does have quite low food count still. He's on 105 population, which is pretty good, but then again a large portion of that is made up by war galleys. Viper has transported onto the middle island here and he's completing his shipyard by the looks of it, as well as he's going to be able to get these extra mining camps up, which are going to give him an extra gold boost, which is extremely nice to have. Viper over here, it looks like he has finished that. Saying that, I did hear a university go up for Pikachu. There we go, ballistics on its way now. However, it looks like Viper could be going for a sandwich here. If he attacks around the back here, while his other force holds here, going to be extremely hard for Pikachu to hold it, considering he's got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 docks up, compared to Pikachu's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th coming up now. He's going to have a lot of extra production, and right now this is a big push actually coming out from Pikachu. This could be interesting to see if Viper can hold it off. Is he continuing to make ships, or is he moving into demo fire ships? War galley, war galley, war galley, war galley. Looks like we're not going to see anything different here. And Nosey's under attack now. Ooh, this could be bad. Like I said, this wood over here going to be able to be sniped from the shore. This one here as well going to be able to be sniped just. And it's coming down to the harassment now. Lots of villagers actually dying off for Pikachu right now. And not going to be able to get under that town center either. These galleys with 8 range are going to be able to still hit these villagers, and they're going to be able to take out that town center without taking any real damage. Right now, this is actually looking extremely bad for Pikachu. He's losing a lot of his economy to this right now. If we look over here, you can just see the amount of villagers that have been killed off. And of course, when you're trying to boom, when you're losing villagers, it's not good at all. Over here, Viper's starting to win on the water as well. And it's going to be a close one. I think Viper might just take it, especially with these reinforcements coming out. And being in his home turf as well, going to be able to continually reinforce extremely quickly. These villagers over here are killing, well, not getting killed off, yes, and there's town center being killed off as well. Units over here, it's going to be really close, as well as a lot of these ships are going back for Viper. Again, going to be able to harass on the shoreline over here if they want to. And it looks like this town center might actually get killed off. And it looks like Pikachu's forces over here getting killed off as well. Actually, if he loses this, it's going to be extremely hard to come back from. More galleys coming down to this point over here. However, Viper's reinforcements are arriving right now. This is going to be extremely tough for Pikachu to win. As we can see as well, moving these ships, not a lot of difference. They are still getting hit. Over here, being taken in by these war galleys. This one over here, close as well. These fights on the water are so hard to judge. It generally just comes down to who's got more ships. Viper moving even more ships out. As you can see, the damage just being spread between the ships instead of targeted on one individual one. And there we go, Pikachu being forced back, 800 points down now. Relic's being collected for Viper as well. I just heard that relic tinky sound. Over here, though, it looks like he's been killed off, but he has disturbed his opponent's economy hugely. 1,000 points in it for Viper right now, taking this game by storm from here. All these galleys being on extremely low HP, but there's still extra damage coming out. And these villagers over here could be harassed quite badly. Can Viper see them? Yes, he can. I don't think he's going to go for them, though. Wait. Yes, here we go. This could be potentially really bad. Really bad for Pikachu, especially with Viper going Imperial right now. Pikachu nowhere near it. That amount of damage that happened to his economies are really holding him back here. And we might actually see the GG anytime soon now. As soon as this fleet gets killed off, it might be the last one. Because after this, if Viper hits Imperial, these ships as well will be able to just completely surround this island and just snipe them from the shore, and then it'll be over. Won't be able to get any more docks up, and of course that's one of the biggest things you have if there are just ships around your edge and you can't break out of it. It's game over on an island map. How close is Viper to Imperial is the question right now. Halfway. And looks like they're going to be trying to snipe more villages as well. Here we go, all these villages just being disturbed, sent from a different location. Of course, this is all lost gathering time. And here comes the big fleet from Pikachu. Will it be enough? And Viper, of course, moving back, just trying to secure a better concave so we can do a lot more damage. And as well being able to get that Imperial bonus, which is the extra broken arrow, the Galleon, well, the Galleon, not just the Galleon. And Pikachu resigning out now, realizing he doesn't have a lot he can do. And there we go. Good game from Viper there, just showing how important it is to be able to play on water well, and a lot of other extra things. So I think that's the second water game we've had in a row, actually. But still, I enjoy them. It's good to watch. It's good to keep up on all the maps. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the game.